My name is Joe Pelling with Child Evangelism Fellowship, just here to come and bring you a short video to learn a little bit more about children's ministry. This year, as we get closer to the school year, I am excited just to start and get back into a routine, be able to start working with children again, and be excited for how we can share the gospel this school year, because I think God's got some great things in store for it. But I think first we need to come before God and really take a look at the ministry we're doing and the excitement for how we are going to be able to share the gospel. I think a couple things we need to keep in mind is children aren't this horrible, disobedient children. Yes, all children are going to be disobedient. Yes, they're going to do all these things, but they're not these horrible devil of kids coming in. You know what? We need to see them as they are. They are sinners. They have sin in their life and they need a savior. They have spiritual blindness. How can we expect them to do the right thing if they can't see the right thing? If they aren't following Jesus, how do we expect them to have morals? How do we expect them to do these things? Well, you know what? That's the way we need to see them at first, is that they are sinners and that they are separated from God. Just like we were at one time. We were separated from God and we need to be saved from our sin. These kids have so much going on in their lives and they need a savior. Sometimes it's family, sometimes it's the school system, sometimes it's just the neighborhood kids around. They are guiding them in a way that makes them want to disobey God. You know what, just for example, I was at one of our Summer Good News Clubs this summer, and at the Summer Good News Club, there was the parents that came and brought their kids. They were curious in what we were doing, and we got up there with the first word up of the day, and it said, God's way is the only way. Well, as we were talking about this and we were sharing what it was, one of the parents saw this, walked up, took a picture of our sign, grabbed her kids, and walked away. This parent didn't want them to hear about the gospel and took them and made them different. Me and my wife were sitting out on our front porch and we noticed that some of these kids, just the way they dress, the way they act, going down the street, we're like, man, these kids come from some broken homes. And just thinking about this family. And this family that came to our club, they came with another family, I think. It seemed like they were together. It seemed like they were friends. They were kind of talking beforehand. And towards the end of the club, this other family stayed. And after we got done with our Bible lesson, we saw one of the kids come and make a decision to follow Jesus. She didn't come back for the rest of the week, but we were so excited that that child made a decision to follow Jesus. Maybe they would have never heard the gospel if it wasn't for them staying at this club that day. These kids need to be opened from their blindness that they have. They need to be clothed in righteousness from Jesus. And there's only one way we can do that, is by growing as teachers and bringing it to them, bringing it to where they are, because we can't always expect them to come to us. As teachers, we need to be able to grow and know God better. And there's 3 ways we can kind of do that. One, we have to have that desire to grow. Desire to grow, to know him better, and be able to walk with him each and every day, reading our Bible, praying, going to church, and just being ready to share the gospel at any time. Second, we need to have that desire to serve. When we serve others, it shows others that we care about them, not just in a way where we kind of do our own thing, we just bring the gospel and walk away. We need to bring it to them, serve them, and be excited for them. And everything we do, that gospel needs to come out in the service that we do. And lastly, we need to have the desire to follow God's will when it's put on our life. When God puts something on your heart and he tells you, you need to do this, you need to conform to it, you need to follow him and follow his ways. We need to conform to God's will because God's ways are higher than our ways, and we need to grow closer to him that. So we need to have the desire to grow with him, to serve, and to conform to God's will. I hope as we get ready for the school year, you are starting to think about that. And maybe you just need some time to think about this and have a small training just to be able to help you with that. Well, good news is August 24th, we have our Good News Club kickoff is what we're calling it. But you know what? It's great for all children's ministry workers. It's going to be happening on August 24th from 9 to 2 at Cornerstone Baptist Church. It's a Saturday. Hopefully you can make it. We're providing lunch. We're providing resources. We're providing the teachers. Just come, be enriched, because that's what it's called, the Children's Ministry Enrichment. I hope that you will come on August 24th and join us to get ready for this school year. Thank you so much. My name is Joe Pelling with Child Evangelism Fellowship. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.